Hey guys, it's me, Jacob, and I'm going to be doing my fourth day of studying JavaScript. I'm going to be reviewing what the experience was like yesterday. I did about 6 hours of studying yesterday. I can't remember all the details or almost any of it. Everything is sort of blurring together at this point in time. And yeah, so how do I feel? Um, the feeling is very familiar. It kind of is like I would say it's like what's the word? It's that place in between like heaven and hell. Um, I think it's called purgatory or something. But basically, it feels like you're waiting. It feels like you don't know what's gonna happen, but you're waiting. Another way to describe it would be like imagine you're like in a bunch of clouds in the sky. You feel like when a thunderstorm is about to occur, you feel the current starting to build. You feel the charge starting to build. That's not what this feeling is. This is more like you don't really feel a current, you don't really feel any charge, and you're sort of just like going about your routine anyways, right? So it's not the most exciting part of learning. I feel like the most exciting part of learning is when things click together. And again, going back to my metaphor, it's like you've been sitting there, and then all of a sudden, the static and the charge just builds up, and then this bolt of lightning comes out. And it's like this epiphany, more or less, this leap of comprehension that may even be kind of transient, but feels very, very real and satisfying. So I'm not there really right now. I was actually probably closer there earlier. In these types of processes where you're studying really hard for long periods of time, when and where you have these like different feelings about it, are pretty hard to predict. But I would say that it's pretty rare to have like a real culmination of your effort come out. It's a pretty infrequent thing. So that's I think where the whole mentality and the calling it a grind comes from. It's a grind because it's not like that fun. It doesn't have that much of that satisfaction to it. Now I believe that you know it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be that painful. It doesn't have to be that painful if you have the right relationship with the process, right? And you respect yourself a little bit so that you don't like maybe push too hard, but you also hype yourself up so that you really try and do good stuff. Because there's something that does feel good about accomplishing something, even if it's just a trivial exercise of discipline and willpower, right? I think that actually has a lot of positive effects on people's psychosomatic system. I use that word a lot to describe like the mixture of psychology and like a biophysical body. And I think that like just accomplishing things that you typically call hard just gives people good psychosomatic energy. So it's like, you know, I think, you've heard that stuff about like cold showers or, you know, going running or doing exercise. A lot of these things are just like uncomfortable or hard when you're doing them. But if you do them afterwards, you tend to feel like better, like stronger, or more capable, or even just like proud, satisfied. Whereas if you don't exert yourself, you might start to be filled with a sort of sense of slow creep of self loathing. Like, why am I not using my life to its utmost, right? Why? Am I too depressed, too sad, too low energy? And I understand and empathize with that point of view. But what I'm saying is, like, I like to do that sometimes, and I'm probably going to do that actually this weekend. I don't really have anything better to do because I'm not, a lot of my friends have some like things that they have to go do, and I've been kind of really focused on this studying and I guess this channel and like my blog and whatnot, just independent stuff, my own stuff. I've been really focused on individual stuff lately. And I think this weekend, what I'm going to try and do is one of these things. I'm going to try and do 12 hours. 12 hours of studying JavaScript. And after it, I'm going to record my reaction. And we're going to see if I can maintain optimism, if I can maintain, a sense of calm and like comfort and well-being, or if I'm just like flipping out and like irritated as just like super irritated or whatever. I've tried this type of stuff before, and it can be very hard. It can be very hard. But I've also done it before and had this interesting realization that like it is possible to do that and to come out of it feeling good, feeling energized even. And that seems like a super powerful recipe, because if you can do that, you'll probably be just like so much more productive than the majority of people. That like, I mean, how long do you have to do that before you just completely transcend the majority of people? And it's not that that's like the point, but I do feel like I have to do that in order to build, like, craft and shape the life that I want. I don't feel like anyone is coming out and like helping me with that. I feel like I have to be the person who really shapes that. And so I like to do these little exercises sometimes. But yeah, I feel pretty good about it. I am in a little bit of a, like in between waiting state. And I'll just keep doing the stuff that I'm doing. I'm not going to be filled with doubt or anything like that. I believe in the process. I know the process is going to work well. But yeah, you know what? I think, though, I'm going to try and start writing some articles, maybe on JavaScript. Maybe on something here or there about JavaScript. I know what I want to do. This is something that's become very clear to me. I want to write an article that differentiates between JavaScript, React, the DOM, the virtual DOM, the browser, CSS, Webpack, Babel, like, I forget what it's called, but like ES15, that whole like thing. There's all these different ECMAScript or something. I don't know. There's something that's like writing the standards for JavaScript, right? So I think I want to. There's these really important entities that I've been encountering, and I want to draw lines around them because they're related, but they're not the same thing. And so I think I want to write an article on that. that's the beginning of that. I'll have to think about that a lot more, but that'll be a really natural thing to do out of this whole process. So there you have it. I'm gonna maybe try and write an article. I'm going to try and do a 12-hour super hardcore thing this weekend. And yeah, I guess the other thing is I actually today started using this software to help me make thumbnails and blog images, because I need to basically have blog images and I need to have thumbnails. And so this is like actually pretty important. I think it'll make a lot of my stuff look more professional, especially since I'm basically solo. I don't really have anyone working along with me currently. I've tried to kind of pull people in, and I've had very limited success because people are really busy. But I like being able to just kind of do it myself anyways. Yeah, so I think that's going to be it for this one. Again, I don't think I've gotten any real people to actually see some of these videos yet. And I don't know if I ever will, but I have optimism that I will. Eventually, someone is going to come. And hopefully they will see that I'm serious about this stuff and that I'm not like a fake time waster. Like, I don't want to waste your time. I want to show you I don't know. I guess this is also pretty personal. You know, I think I want to just document some of what I'm doing. But, you know, I think that there's a lot of different reasons for doing this. I don't want to waste people's time, though. I've thought about that before. You have to respect your audience's attention. It could be so valuable. I could be wasting it. And I have to try not to waste it. That's really important. It's really important that I don't waste humans' attention. It's the most important resource, humanity's attention. And so many content creators just treat it like it doesn't matter. Like they don't care if someone watching them's life is getting worse. Right? Anyways, that's a topic for another video. And I don't have the solution. And I know that there might be some like contradictory stuff there because I haven't figured it out. I don't want to waste people's time, but how do I do that? How do I say, educate, articulate, focus everyone who comes here? Like, if you're watching this video, how do I actually elevate you? And also myself at the same time, right? Where I'm not exploiting you, but I'm also not like gaining nothing myself. How do you make a win-win for you and the audience in general? Don't know. Don't know how to do that. Probably won't figure that out, but I'm going to learn more about JavaScript. Oh, God. This is probably going to be cringe. There's so much about me that's probably cringe. There's nothing I could do about it. I just have to have courage and not be afraid of letting the authenticity have drawbacks. Okay, so anyways, that was cool. Didn't plan any of that. Never really plan out any of these conversations. Very, very improvisational and just raw and off the cuff, for better or worse. But anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know how I can help everyone. Let me know how I can make a win-win for you, for me, for the world. Even if it's harder, even if we don't know how now, it's worth thinking about. And go check out my blog if you want to. It's about programming as well. Everything I do is probably going to be about programming or life, or like, you know, my identity, being a human and whatnot. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Peace.